WUSA 9 Weather Watch is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Happy Easter. I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. After a nice bright start to the day, clouds will continue to increase as we head throughout the afternoon. A spotty shower or two not out of the question. But despite clouds moving in, temperatures still nice and mild, back in the low to mid 60s as we head throughout the day today. Now we're about to settle into a very unsettled pattern, and it's all because we have this stationary front draped right across our region, and exactly where that stationary front stays over the next several days will dictate how warm or cool our temperatures will be. It will also impact how much rain we can expect. So areas farther off to the south of that front will stay a little bit milder. Farther off to the north, temperatures will stay a little bit cooler. And as we head through the start of the week, we're just going to see waves of moisture kind of ride along that cold front. That's going to give us rain Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday before this whole storm system pushes offshore later Wednesday night. Behind it, gusty wind will pick up for the end of the week. But let's talk more about the rain chances as we head throughout your Easter Sunday and as you head back to work and school on Monday. A lot of kids coming off of spring break, and I do think it's going to be a wet start to the day. So get the rain gear ready for the bus stop. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon. Would not be surprised if we see some showers closer to the metro area, back into Loudoun County, Montgomery County, Frederick County. They all could see a few scattered showers, but most of the shower activity will stay along and south of 66 for this afternoon. We'll stay mostly dry for this evening. This is 9 o'clock tonight, but then while you're sleeping, rain returns, and it will be moderate to heavy at times throughout Monday morning. This is 6 a.m. Plan ahead now. You need to give yourself a few extra minutes for the Monday morning commute. We'll continue to see that rain through about 9-10 o'clock in the morning before we dry things out by lunchtime. Tomorrow, not a total washout by any means. I do think we're dry for the Nats home opener at 4 o'clock before our next round of rain moves in later Monday night into Tuesday morning. So if you are heading out to the game, plan on overcast skies, maybe a little bit drizzly at time, but temperatures still not too shabby, back in the low 60s. As the game is wrapping up, we may see a few showers working their way back into the forecast, but most of the rain moves in overnight Monday and into Tuesday. Similar to Monday, we're going to be talking about some moderate to occasionally heavy rain for the Tuesday morning commute, and a lot of this rain is staying focused for areas north of 66. The farther south you are over the next couple of days, the drier you'll stay. The heaviest rain featured around northern and western Maryland, parts of northern Virginia. That's where, again, we'll see most of that rain riding just to the north of that stationary front. But for Tuesday, we'll continue to see scattered showers, maybe even a few downpours through lunchtime. But everyone at risk of some thunderstorms later Tuesday afternoon and right during the evening commute. This is right around 4 o'clock. Showers and storms starting to march east of 81, moving through the metro at the worst possible time when a lot of folks are trying to get home from work in the afternoon. This is 6 p.m. By 7-8 o'clock, a lot of the showers and storms winding down, but I am concerned that some of these storms could become strong and possibly severe. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has us at a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe storms, with the biggest threats being damaging winds gusting over 50 miles per hour, potentially damaging hail. Some larger hail is possible given the amount of wind we have higher up in the atmosphere, and we're also watching for some isolated tornadoes. We'll be watching a warm front carefully on Tuesday, and warm fronts can always be tricky when it comes to a tornado threat, giving us a little extra spin in the atmosphere. So plan ahead now. You need to keep an eye on Tuesday. Make sure you have the WUSA 9 app so that you get alerts sent straight to your phone if severe weather does occur in your town. Now, Wednesday, we're still watching showers and storms. I don't think the risk for severe weather is nearly as high as what we'll see on Tuesday. Could even see a few embedded storms on Monday. Just the risk for severe weather is low, and then we finally start to dry things out by the end of the week. But this is what I'm talking about in terms of how much rain we can expect in different parts of the region. Areas in northern and western Maryland could see up to 3.5, maybe 4 inches of rain when all is said and done. Now, keep in mind, this is over a period of several days, so the risk for flooding is still relatively low. My concern will be by the time we get to Tuesday night into Wednesday, local rivers and streams that will see quite a bit of rain over the next several days could start to overflow their banks. We could see some flooding issues there. And of course, urban street flooding, always a concern when you get that really heavy rain. But closer to DC, we'll end up with closer to 2.5 inches of rain. And the farther south you are, we're talking about maybe an inch and a half. So really variable conditions over the next several days. And that goes for temperatures as well. Areas to our south will stay a little bit milder. Areas to the north will be a bit cooler. For Easter Sunday, again, mostly dry. We're just tracking a few spotty showers as we head throughout the afternoon and evening, but more widespread rain rain arrives overnight. Going to be a wet start to Monday, so plan ahead for a few extra minutes for the morning drive. We'll get a bit of a break throughout the afternoon before more rain arrives at night. We continue the weather watch alert for Tuesday for showers and thunderstorms and the threat for severe weather in the afternoon and evening. And then as we look ahead toward Wednesday, one more day of rain before we clear skies out for the end of the week, but it will turn breezy with wind Thursday, Friday into Saturday.